you guys like me? Wait.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns.
Hayes for BYU Savage.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Watson now to throw.
Get him.
As he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. First down, Winston. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Love it.
He's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength is still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Yeah, and that throw traveling an even 64 yards in the air. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Oh.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Drops it off for Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. On 4th down, Watson. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Jameis to throw it. They'll get this out to Kamara. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to set up a tough third
At least
down.
make him break
What is a
tackles
rank?
right now. I don't need a break.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Winston. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Fourth down, Winston. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
They go with Chubb on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Watson off play action. Swings this out for Hunt. They'll get it inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
We need this. Let's do it. Where's the tag? 54.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson.
Let me click.
Right side
Oh!
and complete to Njoku.
Bro, that is
Browns
at
are going to
least
have
a
a first
slot.
and
You're
goal
trying
as
to
the
take
tackle
it.
is made at about the 5.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Watson going to sneak it. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. 3 tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
Hey, 31.
Press Hut. You're running the ball.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
But when I got to do all these adjustments just to stop the run, he's still in the
that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Madden will always favor. They will always reward.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
They always reward the weak D defender. Like, bro, you are doing
and that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
X factor. 99 overall X factor.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down, Winston. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
He didn't press a single button to the
final timeout.
This effect, the same exact second that Michael got wide open.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Winston now.
Get out the way!
To him again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively.
Oh, I'm going for it.
Down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So that now 4 first half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Lobbing 3-yard
sound
out.
of paper being ripped to shreds. That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something different.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with it. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Zones don't do anything.
And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3
Act
here.
like we just put the thing
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
He's going to sack me even faster.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Literally a wide open touchdown every single play. I can't get out.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition doesn't focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that run game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Winston. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard
I wish this dude just stopped them.
That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. He had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
But that's not how you do
those situations all the time. This is coached. Being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 35 yards. And the Saints have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Obviously, it's not up to me. He could throw it straight to my face and it's still be sick.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything.
6-3!
Intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen.
Take off! No!
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback
rolling
left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
This is caught.
You in the Jarvis?
Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Use a stick on him?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception in the first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Yeah.
Pulled in by Schwartz.
Scary,
he goes
boy.
out of bounds just shy of the 45.
No,
the catch and run good for 24 yards. On first down, it's Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the 50, it's Watson. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again.
No huddle, no huddle, no huddle, no huddle.
Midfield at the 43.
Please call an actual play. Holy, dude.
Watson on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And brought down, but able to get it
I
to
feel
the
like he
30-yard line.
He should be getting punished more than me. Golly.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You seriously confident in that?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You gotta be. The ball.
And Chubb trying the middle here. And room there to work it inside the 25. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays harder to
Cam.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And this is caught at the 8. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run with Chubb. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now it's Watson. And it's caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he can make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score.
Everybody feels
desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And that is close.
Yes!
But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Winston throw complete there to Thomas. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride.
He's got a man complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 57 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
For some reason, it doesn't show me what's a rank, so I don't know. I wouldn't know what my rank is. So. Sheesh. Number 3 is better than number 2. I hate playing this team simply because of Vano. That dude is just different on this game.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans.
Get it!
Fields it right
safety.
Around the goal.
Let's go!
There, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Hey, Missy. Oh, I hate you. Hey, Missy.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Hey? Jeez, bro.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. To throw is Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw taken in by Landry. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move and they know.
Oh, you gotta stay in, buddy.
Job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play fake. Winston.
Let's go!
He's got it. Touchdown.
Good throw, Jameis. Charming.
From 21 yards away. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6.
I gotta play better. Oh, man.
That's with the extra point. That makes us in a game.
Stop me is if
after the touchdown,
the only way you stop me is if the player you just sack me before I can go.
And a short kick taken at about the 16, and he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring. It's just so strange to see that go on the board, and then you got to make sure that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a good way to score some points.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long. Go get it, big man.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that. He's got it!
Olave!
Touchdown, Saints! I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Looking up into the roof, and he must have.
Fumble!
And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Can't go Mike. What? Who do you think you are?
For Jameis Winston. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Oh, man. Come on. You can't go for that.
Let's go on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Oh, man.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Oh.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Legs go down. Legs go down. Huh? That's it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen gonna throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, and they're gonna throw with Allen. Crowder's got it over
the fact that Lattimore can't guard Jamison Crowder.
Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
Allen to throw once more. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 37 yards. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8.
Like, that animation is so fast that it's not even realistic. Like, the dude hand don't even come forward, but the ball is out.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Oh,
this is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down traps towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way we can stop us.
A good pick up there on 20 yards. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Winston. Going for the deep ball. Inside the 5. Touchdown, Saints.
Oh, my God.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum had been shifting. Instead, they were in ball mode. Didn't let him get to that.
If I get time,
after the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Like, it's going to be a good play for me. Whether that's a touchdown or
and a short kick taken at about the 16.
It's going to be a good play. Trust me. Trust me. Man.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up when they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going deep for Diggs.
Yeah, no more.
Force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
There's a ball fly right side and complete.
Oh!
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
There's another big play for...
Like, why don't I have a rank? Like, if I'm not ranked hot, then just say it. Like, I literally, like, I don't have a rank. This dude 31,000. I'm just nothing. Like, I don't have a rank.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo.
No.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The first throw, here's Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Throwing, Winston. He completes it to Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 55 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Singletary to get the drive started. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Oh, man.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
So,
fight for every yard on
good
that
idea.
run. Shook himself free.
Run the ball one time.
And kept
get
fighting,
0 yards.
Even with the rest of the defense.
Let's do the same exact
That's the
play.
kind of effort you'll take every
And
single
just pray
time.
for a different result. That's how running the ball works.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. To throw, it's Allen.
Nice, but when you throw the ball, your very first throw is a... What? What are these?
In the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Not me.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle.
Got a man open. open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Hey, bro, you might as well go ahead.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
Don't let
It's
this
absolutely
game
been the
be
definition
40 minutes long
of a
and
start that you would pick for
not
yourself
being,
and for your team,
then
right?
me
And I
at
have
the
a
end of the
feeling
game
that
not
they just
wanting
want
to
to
play
stay in
anymore.
this zone. What's truly incredible about
That's
this
how
start
it
is
always
they can
is.
add on a
Play
couple
somebody,
more scores. This one
blow
could
him out,
legitimately be
don't
over
quit.
in the second
And
quarter.
I just don't feel like
Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing on first down is Allen. Man open here is Crowder. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To the air, Allen. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now Allen.
Woo! Go get him!
Down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and
Bum.
a turnover on downs.
You bum.
The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. That would complete downfield to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Every play, really.
Nothing, our score after one. On 1st and 10, Winston. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Looks like this might be my last game. Let's do this real quick. Like you're down 28-0 on the first half. You just refuse to play.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their...
Woo! Double D!
For the 3rd time.
Double D!
Picked up.
Yes! Yes!
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from the Superdome. And a short kick taken at about the 16. right away is Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On play action, Winston. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
They started on the ground with that one, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Second and 10. Herbert.
Pick.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand your guys. You're allowed to take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Pick. I enjoy. We out.
Picked off by Paulson and Debo.
And we out.
Take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Off the play fake, Winston.
Woo! Hey.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
Come on. We back. We back where we should.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Pick!
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
No, Roby.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Buying time to his left.
Hey, I had him.
He just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To throw is Winston.
Woo!
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, forced the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Chris Olave, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Jameis to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now Winston. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember,
there he goes left side. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Second and 11 at the 41.
Here's Winston.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On third down, Winston.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Winston on target to Olave for the Saints first.
Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 38, Winston. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
Down inside the 10.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 30 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right? And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
A gain of 15. First down, Chargers.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's got it to Williams.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on first and 10. Demario Davis there on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's what we do. That's what we do. In it to win it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. And they're going to get taken. With 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the 2nd half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this 2nd half, and they trail as we get back. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. On first down, it's Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first and 10, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Gerald Everett, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
On second down, Kamara. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action now, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Hardy set to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And this will wind up as Saints first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. The Chargers 46-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Winston to give. It's Kamara.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now Winston.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
On 2nd and 11 now.
Herbert.
And his throw is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Herbert to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Palmer, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he has got it. From 55 yards away, that was never in doubt. And we are all tied here in the final stages.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he will be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
I am
As the clock
tripping.
stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Kamara trying to run for him.
And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock a more pressing factor.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Winston. He's
Yeah,
going
like,
for one deep left side.
what are you doing?
This is taken in at the 5. A big time
You
play
are
there for
dumb.
and even 60 yards. And now
You're
they're going to get the timeout.
stupid.
So a huge
Why did you
play
stop
has
doing
him in field goal
man?
range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT.
Why did you stop doing man?
So it all rests now on the right leg.
Why did you stop doing
And
man,
the clock
bro?
will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on him, it'd be up in the 300s right now. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love
Woo!
in practices, coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
Let's go!
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were really helped by their defense.
Oh my gosh, though, bro. I mean, all right, okay, hey.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from the Superdome.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. Jameis going to look to throw right away.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lines.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 24. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles already trailing a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, he's want to avoid 3 and outs. You might be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Herbert. That one caught by Carter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Eckler. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Boston
Eckler,
a 23-yard run. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Taysom Hill the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. Jameis now on 1st down. And he fires this one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Chargers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone. And that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And some room to run now. Touchdown, L.A.
Austin Eckler
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Definitely offside.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
He was like,
a reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. To throw is Winston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. He's got a man complete past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Chris Olave
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Charger drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert.
Woo! Give me that.
Rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. On 3rd down, Winston. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
What is stop Rackets don't work. They don't work for info.
Final play of the half here, Winston. And he's going to go.
Hey, bro.
Couldn't get a throw off with a pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense? When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Eckler. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. That's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start. And then trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's
Even though you're manned up, it just doesn't matter to
Chargers.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14.
Where it's not a run or a pass, but they just go
following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
Like, you can play the pass
get him down inside
and still stop the run.
27.
If you play the run, you can't stop the pass. To stop the run means all your players comes after.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On second and 10, Winston. Trying to improvise. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1.
I know I'm
Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jameis to throw it.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Winston.
He completes it to Olave. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown! Michael Thomas hauling in the Jameis Winston throw. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we're out of time now in this 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Williams brings it in. And he's going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Eckler, they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Marshawn Lattimore finding his way behind the line and to the football. Herbert going to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Herbert. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Hopkins with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Bomb on them or they pick it 50-50.
Taken in at the 3.
Running the ball. Always. Don't leave 0-6.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart, passed by.
He's got a man, complete. 30, 20, 10. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Let's look to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their
Look
own
who
24-yard
13. You got kids. That's why I be so shocked seeing like how old actors and stuff really is.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if they look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they start the tight end on the left side of formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Now Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Throwing, Herbert.
He finds his target, Allen. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 34. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And here's another kneel down as they'll try to set up the game winner. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road.
The fact that I can score in under 40 seconds and you gotta take up, like, I score in 2 plays with 40 seconds left, and you gotta take up like 6 plays under 40 seconds, and you end up throwing 2 picks. That doesn't make any sense. You threw 2 picks in under 40 seconds. Two picks in under 40 seconds. Watch this dude be like a high rank class. How is... I thought for sure I played the dude. I thought he was the dude with the Bills. Yeah. 8-game win streak playing like that, bro. Holy. You play the games you play.
Yeah, cause of hell.
They have like all the known Michael Jackson songs. Not even imagine me up with somebody with the Saints, and they just gonna keep on quitting. Yeah, fuck this. I just don't want to get off with a loss. The fact is, I played that game just so I could get the 2 hours, and they ended up cheating me that bad. You threw a pick on the last play, dude. It's always the Bucks, Chargers, or Packers, man. Them the only teams I just get completely cheated on. The only teams. Like, dude, you did a drag route and an angle route. I baited you into throwing to the angle route because I knew that usually they would go with the route with the second route. But I stayed with the first one and you threw it straight to me, but I couldn't catch it. Can I please get a put me against my with the Texans, bro. Dang, man.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints.
Please look for open play.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from the Superdome.
A short kick taken at the 18.
87 speed.
And he's finally out of bounds, but he gets it to the 20.
That's cool that they juice up all the Packers players. That dude is 87 speed. Taysom is 90. He just caught up to him like it was nothing. I had nobody near me. He just catch up.
Return.
Really want to get off the loss. Like, no, I'm not finna take no dude quitting with, and I ain't even do a play yet. I'm not taking that. I'm about to win against somebody. I'm not getting off the loss. Dude. Should I trust it? So anytime I play the Cowboys, the dude that frees the game, should I trust it? Ain't nobody finna play the Cowboys. What's something? You have to leave right there.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway in Southern California. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
The first throw, here's Winston.
And this will be caught at the 30.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
I was good at the Chargers. I was listening.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
What are you actually?
Back to throw here, Herbert. Flush to his right. Open man downfield, it's Palmer. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though.
Really
Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 18-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could have cost them a ball game.
On play action, Winston.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 42. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Off the play fake, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This
I was
drive,
about
which
to
was
give
going
up.
so smoothly,
Then
all
I
of a sudden
seen
it's
him
a
get
little bit of a
picked up.
roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Then
Yeah, apparently this
I
defense
looked
has
at
had
the
enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The RT said he did a fantasy drive last night. He got chased and tied.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Listen, 30 minutes, boy. I'm finna say. I can go back in time.